Homeschool curricula that we love. If you've been homeschooling for over 10 years like we have, you're going to be gravitating to certain ones. So in this video, I'm going to share with you those few that we have been coming back to over and over again. Make sure to stick around to the end because I do have a bonus one that might surprise you. Welcome or welcome back. I'm Yuri and a working homeschooling mom to 5 kids. Like I said before, we have been homeschooling for over 10 years now, and I can't believe that next school year we'll have our first high schooler. I'm pretty scared about the whole idea of it, and I don't know what to expect, but I'm going to trust that God has our back. This video is actually a collaboration, so thank you so much to Stephanie from Schulte Sweeties and CJ from Homeschooling Through High School for putting this collaboration together. These ladies have become some of my best friends, and I am so thankful that I don't have to do this homeschooling journey alone because it's not fun doing the homeschool thing alone. I love that we can bounce ideas off of each other, and so make sure to check out the playlist after watching this video because hopefully you'll get some great ideas and insight from other homeschooling families in what they love to use in their homeschool. I'm also glad to finally be able to get back into some collaborations after having a chaotic year of transitioning, moving into our stationary RV and also purging pretty much everything. So last year, my husband had retired from the Air Force and we had settled down, but had decided to live in an RV and pretty much purge everything after our stuff had been in storage for about a year. Enough of the small talk and let's get right into favorite curricula. First up is CLE Reading and Language Arts. I had been drawn to the CLE program pretty much early on in our homeschool journey. And after trying all sorts of programs, just because people would rave about them, I had realized that it's best to go with my gut instinct as to what programs to go with. So what drew me may or may not draw you. And depending on the season, child, and family dynamic, the program may or may not work. So make sure to do your own research. Get your hands on the samples. A lot of companies will provide samples right on their websites, but if you have to, ask for samples. And also ask, will this curriculum work for my kid? And does this program fit with our schedule and dynamics? Anyway, we really enjoy CLE because it fosters independent learning and comes in a format that is very clearly laid out and predictable, and even gives the child the skills to be able to grade his or own work, and that includes their quizzes and tests. So I like that there is pretty much no guesswork and you have pretty clear expectations. So if you don't mind the workbook format, actually most of our kids enjoy workbooks, then CLE is a great program. It is super solid and will definitely prepare your kid for whatever they choose for the future. The next curriculum that we love is Easy Grammar. It is a fresh perspective on grammar. It's quick and to the point. It only takes 1 page a day. Easy Grammar gets the job done and covers pretty much all the 8 parts of speech, starting with prepositions. And it also includes concepts such as capitalization and punctuation, and also other skills like letter writing. The only concept that I haven't seen in Easy Grammar is sentence diagramming, which is actually a totally new concept to me anyway, because I didn't grow up doing any or learning how to sentence diagram. But if you're looking for sentence diagramming, you're not going to find it in Easy Grammar. We like how simple, quick, and effective Easy Grammar is, so that the kids can move on to things that they actually enjoy. Not that they don't enjoy grammar, but pretty much all kids have certain hobbies that they enjoy, and if they have more flexibility and wiggle room during the day, during their school day, they can be creative and get to those hobbies that they like. Our oldest, who's 14 years old, enjoys crocheting and creative writing. So we love that Easy Grammar gives her the flexibility to get to what she loves most. The next curriculum I want to share with you is All About Reading. When we had first purchased All About Reading, it pretty much sat on the bookshelf for at least a good year because I didn't feel like I had the energy or time to go through it. Because All About Reading can be quite teaching intense. But once we got into the level 1 with our, at the time, 5-year-old daughters, we found that the program is pretty incredible and not at all overwhelming. We really like the program because it's not just about reading, but it is interactive with tons of games. All About Reading is open and go, which our family needs, and the lessons are all scripted and easy to teach, engaging, and easy for the child to learn. The program encourages you to only spend about 20 minutes a day, which we thought was very manageable. And there are so many options to make the program very multisensory. But initially, I was pretty hesitant to buy the program because it can be a little pricey, but it can be used with multiple children and has a really great resale value. I was pretty much sold when our daughter would get really excited about reading the readers that come with the program, and she would have a sense of accomplishment after reading from these readers. And the hands-on activities really help to make the lesson stick. The next curriculum that we love is Explode the Code. We have used Explode the Code for pretty much all of our kids, and I love that it's laid out so simply and clear. I also love that you can get handwriting, copywork, spelling, and reading all in one resource. It seems so simple, but it's actually really effective. We have one more kid that hasn't tried Explode the Code because she's only 4 years old, but for the next school year, I plan to use Explode the Code for her as well. Next, I have Rhyme a Week. This is a program that we had used really early on in our homeschool years. And I should have known that if it's not broke, why fix it? But my curiosity had got me into trying all sorts of different programs because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing out on something. You know, the FOMO, the fear of missing out. So I had tried so many different ones, but I am seeing that I'm coming back to what we had really loved ever since the beginning. And Rhyme a Week is one of those programs. It's totally free to print online. So make sure to check out the description box below because I'll make sure to have links down in the description box to help you guys out if you want to check out some of the resources that I share here. Each rhyming week starts with a nursery rhyme. So you can make it really interactive if you want. And for instance, for Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Quick, we actually had set up a little fake candlestick in the middle of the floor and had our kids jump over the candlestick to enact the Jack Be Nimble and Jack Be Quick rhyme. So that's one way you can make it more multisensory and interactive. The rhyming words can also be printed as flashcards. So you can print them out as flashcards and then even act out the flashcards and do matching and all sorts of different activities. But we just printed ours into books and that has been working out great. Rhyming Week has totally helped our kids learn to read, learn new words, new vocabulary words, and also to see how words are grouped together as families. Along the same lines, another curriculum that we really enjoy is Progressive Phonics. And this is another one that is totally free to print online. So make sure to check out the description box for that link. And it's another one that we had started using very early on in our homeschool years. And it has worked really great for our preschoolers and into their kindergarten years. This program is super fun, engaging, and interactive, and encourages the child to read as they read alongside with the parent or whomever guardian. I love the format because it gives the child confidence that they can read. They can actually read. And throughout the program, you're going to find little silly cartoons that you get to compare and look for all the differences between them. So that has been super fun and something to look forward to. Next, I have Soaring with Spelling. Now, Soaring with Spelling is a nice mix between your spelling rules and your word lists. It starts out with a pre-test to see how much you actually do know about the spelling of those words. And to further engage in the words, the program lists the meanings, definitions of the words. So you're not only getting some spelling in there, but you're also getting vocabulary as well. And throughout the week, you get to do a bunch of fun activities to solidify and review the words. And at the end of the week, you get to do a post-test to make sure you know those words. Like Easy Grammar and Explode the Code, the program is designed so that you do 1 page a day. So it is simple, fun, and effective. And I actually have a video that I'm going to link down below in case you are interested in finding all about this program. Okay, y'all, we're getting closer and closer to the end. And thank you so much for sticking around, because I know the video can get a little long and hopefully not too boring. But I'm going to share that our next one that we love is Draw Right Now. So this one is a super fun one to incorporate copy work, but not only copy work, but you get to get in some drawing as well. The copy work will generally go along with what you are drawing in a step-by-step format. And each of the 8 workbooks in the Draw Right Now series is centered around a theme. And so maybe the amount of copy work may increase a little bit as you go up in levels. And also the theme that you're covering may be a little more mature. So for instance, level 1 is all about animals. But in a higher level, the theme might be centered around history. Other than our kid who really does not like even the act of writing, all our kids have loved Draw Right Now. The next curriculum that we love is Berean Builders. After having tried Apologia's Young Explorer series, and while it works great for so many families, one topic for the entire school year was just a little too much for us. I was seeing that we were dragging through it and it wasn't fun for us. So when Dr. Jay Weil started his own company with Berean Builders, we were excited to, or at least I was excited to jump into it, because I really like Dr. Jay Weil's writing style, and I'm really glad we did. Because rather than being topical like studying birds for the entire school year, Berean Builders covers all sorts of topics within each volume, as science happened throughout history. So you're not only getting science, you're also getting history as well. It's really cool how Dr. Jay Weil ties together what the ancient philosophers and scientists discovered, whether they were right or wrong, in order to establish what we know of science today. We really enjoy his writing style, and he includes a lot of great experiments that are really easy to follow throughout his books. Even our youngest, our 6-year-old and 4-year-old, really get excited when we do the experiments. And there are 5 books, 5 volumes in the Berean Builders Science series. And so far we have gone through 3, and we plan on going through them all. I know I promised a bonus one, so here it is. And it's actually not a hands-on curriculum, but an app. And that app is Duolingo. With Duolingo, you can learn over 40 languages and even be working on different languages simultaneously. And also save your progress with each of them and come back to them and flip back and forth. We have tried so many different language programs, and this year we have found that what is working for our family had been freely available all this time. It works because our kids are pretty competitive with each other and want to always outdo each other. And Duolingo makes it fun, almost like a game. So far, I'm pretty impressed with Duolingo. I'm ethnically South Korean and have noticed a little bit of nuances in how words are pronounced with the program, with the app, but otherwise, it is a pretty solid program. That pretty much covers all the favorite curricula that we have loved over the years. But of course, it could change with the season and the kid. But these are the curricula that have worked for us, and we have come back time after time over the 10 plus years of homeschooling. Don't forget to check out the playlist. I know I can't wait, because we are a community and I love that we can bounce ideas off of each other and learn from each other. I hope you got some value out of this video, and also comment down below on any of your favorites or even some not so favorites for you and your family. Thanks so much again for watching, and thank you CJ and Stephanie for hosting. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.